Hi, in this video we are going to discuss about sexual health and sexuality. So first we will see what you mean by the sexual health. So sexual health means having a responsible, satisfying and safe sex life that is free from disease, injury, violence, disability, unnecessary pain or risk of death. So this is a main concept of sexual health. So it will be a safe sex life. Both will have a mutual understanding, and those who are having disease, they have to be away from that intercourse. Then the injury will be minimized. There will be no violence in the sexual activity. Then disability will be prohibited, and unnecessary pain without that, and any risk of death, that means any infections it may cause disease conditions, AIDS means we have to avoid it. So when that person is having without this, that safe sex is called as a good sexual health. Okay, next we'll move on to the definitions. So here, what is a definition means? Sexuality is a sum total of our sexual feelings and the behavior. It is shaped from our values, attitudes, behaviors, physical appearance also it make it an account, and beliefs, what they are believing about they are good and bad, and their emotion also will be have a good think and personality like dislikes, as well as the way in which we have been socialized. So here, that sexual health is not just limited to absence of disease or dysfunction during the reproductive years. It impacts on sexual practice and action and must be a practice free from sexual abuse. So these are the things is called as a sexual abuse, that injuries, that violence, and any deadly disease condition, infectious disease. These are sexual abuse, and are discriminations and requires integrations into the whole life cycle. So next we'll go on to the sexual health. So here that integration of the physical, emotional, intellectual and the social aspect of the sexual being in ways that positively enhance the personality, communication, pleasure, relationship and love. It is not merely the absence of disease, dysfunction or infirmity. So next we'll see about the importance of sexual health. So it is irresponsible sexual behavior. It will create the problems like unwanted pregnancies and STDs. STD means sexually transmitted disease like phyllid, HIV, like that. And the promoting responsible sexual behavior as one of the 10 leading health indicators for nations, according to the US Surgeon General listed in 2001. So the fundamental rights for individual including the freedom from disease that interfere with sexual and reproductive functions. So when they are having a HIV or some sexually transmitted infection, they have to avoid the intercourse. Those who are healthy, those who are emotionally fit, physically fit, without disability, those people they have to be have a happier sexual health. So the next we are going to see about the sexuality. So the sexuality, it will be depends upon these five characteristics. The one is biological, another is a psychological, and the third cultural, fourth is a social, next one is a legal. So what you mean by the biological here means their hormones. What about that sex hormones will be affecting their sexual behavior and the sexuality and the sexual health. So that any problem in their sexual health, any problem, disability, that also it will be affecting. And the next one is a psychological. So if they are not willing to do that one, they are not getting interest, they are not disliking that, they are having some fear about that sexual life. So these are the psychological factor also will be there in the sexuality. So we have to know that. Next one is a cultural. So different culture, they will be following different pattern of their marriage life, all those things. And the society, always we have a responsible of child bearing, that will be improve the populations. The next one is a legal. So the legal means they have to go ahead with the legally marriage, legal diverse like that. So if it is unwanted pregnancy and these and all, it will be come under in the legal one. That's all about this sexuality and sexual health. Thank you everyone.